Hey everyone, welcome back to The Hidden Brick, where today we're going to build the LEGO Marvel Superheroes Beware the Vulture. This is the set that's from the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. So it's a pretty new set, pretty new movie as of recording this video. Obviously, you know, if you're watching this a few years down the road, then this is an older set. But either way, set number 76083, 375 pieces. Looks like we have 4 minifigures: the Shocker, Vulture, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. So we'll go ahead and break our seals, point this down, get right into this build. Alright, so paperwork wise, we have instruction book number 2. We have a pretty pathetically packaged instruction book number 1. It's actually a very small instruction book. It's like, makes you wonder why they didn't just add a few pages to the big instruction book and make it one. And then the little comic book has seen the same bad fate as the instruction book 1. That's actually not that bad. And I've noticed they started doing that with the comic books to where they actually have 2 of them, but you have to turn it over to read the other one. Anyway, I don't really ever read those things anyway. A small, well, it's a medium-sized sticker sheet with a bunch of small stickers on it. Numbered bags. So there's bag 1. And we have small bag inside of bag 1. So let's begin with our minifigures. Start with Spider-Man, and a little bit different printed Spider-Man because he's got some printed on the arms, and then the colors are darker than kind of your standard normal Spider-Man you've seen. This does have the what they call the Power Blaster spider projectile or web projectile. So he has it on both his hands. We've seen this in a few sets here recently, but basically you push this little piece right here and it creates enough tension to pop it out of the hand. So that's what makes it blast out. They do give you an extra one, because more than likely you're going to lose it if you play with it a lot and shoot it all over the house. Okay, next, oh, it shows that you could swap out his blaster pieces for a web. This is, you know, when he's flying through the sky, he shoots his web onto something and able to go from one place to the other. Also shows a individual web by itself. And then there's also a printed tile of a phone. So Spider-Man has a lot of accessories. He's got the phone, he's got the power blasters, he's got this little string, and then he's got an actual web. All right, that was a lot of instructions just for one minifigure. So next one is Vulture. Looking for his torso. There it is. So we're gonna put this trans clear neck bracket on that has the studs on the back, and then put his head on. Single printed face. It's an angry face, but you can't even see the face once you put his helmet on. So that's in case you want to take the helmet off and play with it. Sometimes if they print a face and give you the option to take the helmet off, they'll give you a hair piece. Not in this case. And I haven't seen the movie yet, so maybe the guy's bald and he doesn't have a hair piece. Okay, so that's Vulture. So in this set, he's flying on some sort of jetpack with wings, so that's what we're going to build right now, is that jetpack. winged powered flying device. Okay, so we start with some plates and looking for black. Okay, they don't put that with all the others. We have these little plates that are modified with connection points to allow us to probably connect stuff to it. Let's see, we have a couple headlight bricks and then a regular 2x2 brick, Technic brick, black ingot. Been seeing a lot more of these ingot pieces in a lot of different colors lately. Specifically more like black and light bluish gray. Whereas they used to just come in like silver and gold colors. It's a cool little detail piece. I hope they release it in more colors in the near future. I'd like to see more earth tone colors because I'd love to use that in buildings. Like if I'm doing a building mock, those pieces are perfect little details. All right, time for our first stickers. We have sticker number 12. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Carefully put these on. And remember, as always, the stickers are numbered for reference only. To find them on the sheet, they're not necessarily numbered in the order that you put them on. Alright, so there's those two stickers. Adds a nice amount of detail. I like that it was two stickers, not one that was put over multiple pieces. Turn this over. Put that there. Okay. So now it shows a 2 times build where we're building 2 of the same thing. So I'll kind of do them both at the same time. Looks like a micro Millennium Falcon. Okay, so that completes our first one. Turn this back over. Where's the other pieces? A lot of black and dark gray. Sometimes it's hard to find certain pieces when they kind of all look the same. It'd probably be best if I sorted the parts, like with sets that have so many similar colors in it. If you sort them prior to building, you'd be able to find them a lot easier. But I guess I'm doing it the hard way. Alright, so now we're going to start one of the wings. Let's see, we have some plates. Have these plates with the clips. I guess we're going to be clipping this onto something. Or something will be clipping onto it. Trans green round tile. And one of these pieces. A couple more wedges. And then we have these Nexo tiles, just undecorated, trans light blue. Put them on there to form that pattern, just like that. Turn this over. Some more plates on the underside. Turn it back around. Let's see, another plate under here. It does show this turned ever so slightly like that. Doesn't quite feel like it should do that, but that's the way they show it. So now we have these two plates with a little bar clip piece on it with some tiles. Those will clip on right there. Have another one with a 1x3 tile, and then another one with two 1x1 tiles. Wonder why they chose that over a 1x2 tile. Alright. So with this thing turned upside down, we clip this on right there. Okay. So basically made our first wing piece. I guess the way they show it in the picture, these things are kind of turned ever so slightly to kind of make it look like feathers. Alright, now looks like we're basically going to repeat a lot of those steps, just a mirrored version of it. Okay, black wedges. Have all of our Nexo tiles. Okay. Turn this over. Just about got this memorized now that we're almost done with it. I've remembered all the steps. Okay, so there's our little feathers on that end. And we will go ahead and snap that on right there. So the last thing we have is the stud launcher guns. Put the trigger in. They have these trans purple studs, and these will clip onto the top clip part of the wing. Just like that. So it's basically the wings. What we do is we take Vulture. Remember, he has that bracket that has the studs on it that simply attaches to that bottom of that plate, and there you go. So this has a little posability, you know, as far as the upper wing part. And then obviously the lower wing parts, you can rotate them however you see fit to play with. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that completes instruction book 1. Also completes bag number 1. So let's move on to bag 2. Okay, we have all of our bag 2 parts out, and we're on to our next minifigure, and this is the Shocker. So he has the dark bluish gray legs. I really like the printing on the arms, kind of that net pattern. That's really cool. Where's this head? Oh, there it is, hiding under some bricks. Wouldn't you know it, on the hidden brick, he's hiding under some bricks. And then the last thing he has is some big iron fists, which seem to be hiding from me as well. Oh, they're in the other pile. So these simply clip onto his hand bracket like that to create those big iron fists. So that is the Shocker. Pretty cool minifigure. So we're going to begin the little van that, judging from the artwork on the box, the Shocker's driving. Now, once again, I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not really sure how this van relates to this particular scene. But it does look like it's some sort of, not really an armored truck, but it has a gun that's going to pop out of it, and it's carrying stuff, so maybe it's like an armed cargo truck. So let's go with that for now. Let's see, have a couple plates with a bracket. Tan brick, tan plate. So I like that plate there, it holds those brackets in place. Now we have 3 of these 2x2 tiles, just like that. Let's see, a few more brackets. 1, and where's the other one at? I just saw it. There it is. Trying to hide from me. And another tile. So I guess this is the bumper part right there. And we're going to put some red tiles on it so that those represent brake lights. So we know this is the back bumper now. A couple 1x1 clips. And we have more brackets and plates. Two more brackets. Okay. And even more brackets. See how all of these brackets are coming together and they're forming pretty good solid studs on the side right there. Let's see, some 1x3 plates. One here, one here, and some 2x3 tiles, one on each side. Now we're going to start putting on these corner plates. Along with that one plate there. Dark bluish gray 1x1 goes there. Now we have these double wide baby bow shapes with some regular tiles. And then we have this tile bottom side that gets a sticker sticker number 1. Okay, it looks like there's 3 of the same sticker number 1. We're going to use one of them. It's a small sticker that's going on the end of this 1x6 tile. So you kind of have to carefully line it up and make sure it doesn't look too goofy. And it's very subtle. It just kind of adds, looks like some scratches on the side of the car or delivery van. That's what I'm gonna call it. All right, so next is the other side, which we're gonna kind of repeat all the stuff we did. Oh, I already have that tile on there. I actually skipped a step. I put the tile on before they told me to. And I was looking for it now, and I was like, oh, it's already on there. All right, so you can see this is pretty much the exact same thing we did on the other side. We'll go ahead and put our slopes on here with our tiles. We have the 1x6, and then we have sticker number 9. So this is not the same sticker we put on the other side. It's kind of the same concept though, it just adds some scratches on the side of that vehicle. So now we have 2 fenders. With these Friends colored blue plates, which hopefully will get covered up. We won't see that goofy color on there. Couple more plates, and we got some more brackets. And the plate going all the way across that. Alright, so this piece goes here. It gets sticker number 8. So once again, this is a little detailed. It'll make it look like there's damage to the truck. Kind of looks like the hood is crinkled in a bit, and you can start to see the engine underneath the hood. Okay, so this is parts to make the front bumper and grille area. Have our lights. Here's some grille pieces. Some turn signals. And some more grille pieces. We have sloped pieces, a tile. This is going to get our license plate sticker. About like that. Try to center it the best you can. That was the best I could do. Okay. This attaches to those red brackets, and you can see it completely covers up that blue tile that I didn't like. I mean, that blue plate. So, blue plates are gone. Next up, we have the the back fenders. We already have the front fenders on there. We're basically going to put a few plates and a tile on each one before we attach it to the truck. So that goes there, that goes there. And it looks like we're going to build kind of the back body work separate and then attach it to the vehicle. Dropping stuff. I used to drop stuff all the time, but I've kind of gotten better to where I don't drop much anymore. Alright, so this gets another one of our sticker number ones. Remember, there's 3 of them on here. If I can get it off, there we go. Turn this around, put a brick on. We have a plate. Well, I need to attach it before I let it go. There we go. Put it on the table. Maybe that'll help hold it in place. Right, so this is pretty much the same assembly we just did on the other side. Just opposite hand. And we get a different sticker on here. We get sticker number 10. And this is a... Let's see how they have it rotated on here. Circular sticker, which is kind of weird. Usually on a rectangular piece like this, they put a rectangular sticker. But you can see what it is. It's a little spider web that's been stuck to the side of the delivery van. So it's kind of a subtle detail. That on like that. Bring this over. Attach it right there. All right. Next is a couple of yellow plates. And we have 4 of these double wide cheese slopes on each side. So that's a total of 8. Of course, I dropped one because that's the theme of this video, is let's drop every piece. Okay, so that completes bag number 2. We have 1 more bag left. We're still working on instruction book 2. There's only 2 instructions, but 3 bags. So here it is. Let's jump into it right now. Okay, we have everything for bag 3 out and ready to go. We have our final minifigure. It is Iron Man, the only figure we haven't done yet. So interesting about this Iron Man is it has the trans light blue minifigure head. And then it does have the mask that I prefer, the one that hinges up. Some of the Iron Mans that I've seen in some of the most recent sets have just a solid helmet that you can't flip this up, so I like this one. So I guess this is a robot Iron Man and not actual Iron Man. Once again, haven't seen the movie, so not sure why it doesn't have a face. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me. And who knows, by the time this is up, I may have already seen the movie. Because, you know, time travel. There you go. That was standard Iron Man. And once again, the printing on all the Iron Mans are slightly different. They changed the printing based on the particular version of Iron Man in every movies. So there's, you know, all the different variations and improvements that Tony Stark has made to Iron Man every movie. So this one's slightly different. All right, so let's continue this build. Let's start with some Technic plates. Connect them all with some friction pins, and then put some non-friction pins on the ends that have an axle. And this is going to be our actual wheel axle pieces. So there's another ones can be for the front. It's the exact same build. So long as I stop dropping stuff, I should be able to get this put together. Okay. And then while we're under here, looks like we're going to put a few plates. That's it. So maybe those plates just help stiffen the body up a little bit. All right, so now a couple tiles. Finish off the front fender piece. And then on the inside here, we have a friction pin. Take one of these bent lift arms and we're going to put a sticker on it. Sticker number 3. So it looks like a packaging sticker. Once again, remember that this is what I'm deeming a delivery truck. So we have these tan panels that will go on now. It's like we couldn't put those panels on until we got that Technic piece on there, or else that Technic piece wouldn't have had any connection point. This arched brick goes all the way back here. These are our rear view mirrors, simulated rear view mirrors. Have a windscreen, and then we're going to put sticker number 13, which is another spider web sticker. That goes there. Once again, it's a round sticker. I guess that way you can kind of put it however you want, and it doesn't really affect the shape of the sticker. Okay. The instructions seem to be oversimplified at some points, where we're just doing one piece per step. So this is our rotary stud launcher gun that we're making. Usually always has some sort of Technic parts connected to it. We have an axle with a stop, and then a black bevel gear. Now we have this half bushing on this Technic piece. Put another half bushing on this side. And then this thing connects onto this Technic part there. So you can see it pops up like that. So when it needs to be shooting, it just pops out of the top of the van. Don't shoot your eye out. Okay, so now looks like we're gonna build the sides of the van or delivery truck, whatever it is. Start with these bricks. Then we have brackets. Couple of these sloped pieces. We have another web sticker. This one's gonna go there. And this whole thing will attach just like that. A lot of these double wide baby bow shapes. Another tile, and then this is going to use our last sticker number 1. Not our last sticker. It's not that time yet. But there were 3 of this same sticker. So that's the last of that one. So the clips clip onto those bars. And then you can see that folds over like that to kind of create the van shape. All right, so that's one side. The other side is going to be pretty much identical. Pretty sure. Okay, another red piece here. Wrong one. The sloped piece. No stickers on this one. We have our same clips that we did on the other side. And our bow shapes with the tile. Sticker number 9. So there's 2 sticker number 9s. So this is the second of 2. That goes there. And this one, just like the other side, clips on just like that. So now the shape of the van is almost there. So we can open this up, and on the inside it looks like we're going to put a few accessory pieces. We have this thing, goes there. Then we have a bionicle finger that has pneumatic T. That will go there. All right. This looks like the back door. Another sticker. This says, "How's my driving?" And then it has a little phone number, but the phone number has been scratched out. And it says "shocking." So the shocker's driving this van pretty crazily. All right. Now we have our delivery crates, but there's going to be some cargo inside of them. So this one has this trans purple cone on a stud. Put the lid on it, and we have a sticker, little shipping label. Give you a close-up of that label. Little focus, there it goes. So you can see it has a little fragile thing, some sort of arrow, and then the item ASO2, something like that. So this one will go back in here, kind of like that. I guess when this is up, it slides in and out a little bit easier. Camera's struggling to focus here. And then this delivery crate has nothing in it, but it also has another shipping label on the top. Okay. Those are actually pretty cool stickers. Use those in some mocks and stuff. So we put the gun down. Well, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and load the gun up, because they show, well, they usually wait till the last step to load the gun, but they show the truck closed up. So before I close it up, I'm going to get loaded up. All right, so now we're loaded. Careful not to turn the little gear there, or else it will start shooting those pieces out. And it's not closing with that box there. Put that down like that. There we go. Close that. The last thing we have is our wheels and tires. These are Speed Champion style wheels and tires, because they have that little simulated slotted brake rotor. That's kind of what you're looking at there. But on the Speed Champions, it actually has a wheel hub that goes over that, so you see that through the wheel hub. But this is undecorated. All you see is the brake rotors as the finished product. So they're using those simulated brake rotors as a actual finished wheel. And there you go. That is the completion of the Beware the Vulture set. So I turned the page and I was looking at some of the play features. So they show the net, well, this thing being popped off and the net being attached on there, or the web. It's not a net, it's a web. And then you open this up, and these two pieces here are a separated weapon that you can put together and put in Shocker's hand. That's his gun. And then for transportation, you connect those pieces back on here. And then of course the crates fall out the back if you want to do that. This thing pops up. You can see it's got the studs, which I'm not going to rotate this and shoot it. I'll let you guys figure out what that does at home. And then to put the Shocker in here, you have to take the hood off the front and drop him in. Put the roof back on. I said hood, it's the roof. Take that net off, put this back on. The truck, I mean, from the front, it looks pretty good. Looks like a nice truck, but then when it gets towards the back, I don't like the way that all of the hinges are exposed. And the back, I guess, door looks very unfinished, because they could have made this a little bit wider to at least finish off the ends here. So unfortunately, that's what with a lot of superhero sets that I feel they leave me wanting more. They always feel a little bit unfinished, and I get that sense with this one as well. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of what I consider the expectation of superhero sets, is they're never really that great. They leave a little bit of room for desire of a little bit more completion. But anyway, that's my micro review, but a pretty cool little build. So thanks again for watching. Tell me your thoughts. Put a comment down below. I know a lot of people were requesting to see this set, so anyone out there that wanted to see it, tell me your thoughts, and we'll see you in the next one.